All right, so I don't know if I said this in the beginning problem, but in this one I'll say it. Typically with these, since they're already there, they're set up the way that you're supposed to group them. Very rarely do you have to rearrange things. All right, so most of the time, I would say like 95% of the time, the first two things are going to be grouped together, and the second two things are going to be grouped together. And the reason it's like that is because typically the higher values of higher exponents of x need to go together, so you can factor that out of there. All right. Let's talk about this. So inside of that red box, you can take out a 2x squared. We're looking for a GCF again. All right, so if you've done GCF stuff well, this is not too bad. If you haven't, you're gonna have to practice GCF before this is gonna make any sense. The second one, it's not negative in front, so I don't take out a negative, it's a plus. All right, and the GCF is just a 7. All right, so let's walk through and take these out of there. So take out a 2x squared, take out a 2x squared. All right, so I'm gonna get 2x squared in front. Let's see here, parentheses. I'm going to get an x plus a 5 in the parentheses there. So now for the second one, I know it's supposed to be x plus 5. All right, so I can actually write down x plus 5. And then I can ask myself, all right, well, what would I take out of there to get, let me write that in orange so I'm kind of keeping this stuff consistent. All right, I can ask myself, all right, well, what did I take out of there to leave me with x plus 5? All right, so I took out a 7. All right, so I took out a 7. And it was positive. All right, so it's just a different way to look at it in terms of that. But I took this 7 out. All right, I don't like to do it that way. I like to write everything down and show the division. So 7x divided by 7 is x. 35 divided by 7 is 5. Probably the most important thing with these is make sure that you have a sign in between there. I'm going to actually circle that purple. Make sure you have a sign in here, because if you don't, that's going to mess everything up. It's going to mess up your one set of parentheses. All right. So then what do I have? Well, I've got an x plus 5. All right, and an x plus 5, and then I have a 2x squared and a plus 7. All right, so I'm factoring that x plus 5 out, but I could care less if you say that. All right, what are you left with? Well, you're left with an x plus 5. All right, there's two of them. And you're left with 2x squared plus 7. All right, so 2x squared plus 7. All right, and again, what you're doing, let me slide this down so I can show you what you're doing, all right, in case you care, is you're dividing each of these by x plus 5. All right, you're dividing that by x plus 5, and you're dividing that by x plus 5. And what that does is it kicks that out of there. It kicks that out of there, comes to the front right here, and then you're left with 2x plus 7. All right, when you factor those out, because the x plus 5 is gone, just leaving you with 2x. X plus 5 is gone, just leaving you with a plus 7. That's what's happening. You don't need to show that. All right, I don't even care if you understand that when you're doing it. We just want to be able to get this thing into a factored form.